Wanted to get your thoughts on some personnel changes the Dolphins made this offseason. You all said goodbye to Bake, but Jordan Brooks is now in. You have multiple up-ball linebackers you brought in. Just your thoughts on Brooks coming and Baker leaving.
Um, well, of course, I had a lot of fun playing with Bake. But the good thing about the league, man, is it's a lot of good guys in this league. And I feel like JB came in and Walk came in, fit right in. We already knew Walk, so Walk is a friend with a lot of guys on the team. So he fit right in. And as far as play style, haven't got no pads or nothing on yet. But as far as how we fit into the defense, it's feeling good right now. Everybody's clicking and learning every day.
Quick follow, if I may. When you have the kind of turnover you guys have had this offseason, brought in a new defensive coordinator, there's going to be some wondering how quick you can all put it together. It took a minute last year. Why do you think this year might be faster to hit the ground running?
Um, well, I'm not sure. I don't know how you would say that as far as faster. We only like phase three. But right now everybody's clicking. I would say. And it starts, off the field as well. How tight is the team? How good can we communicate, and how fast can we, take the classroom to the field? And every day is getting better. And I'm sure continuously will get better throughout the OTAs, phase three, and going into minicamp.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Omar?
Hey, David. What obviously this is another new scheme for this defense. Obviously, this is your second year here, but how much similarities do you see? How much difference does it feel? Is the terminology different? What's the communication style of the coach? Tell us a little bit about what you've learned or picked up so far about Anthony Weaver's defense.
Well, first of all, I feel like players are gravitating towards that. I feel like we all see the style that he's trying to implement in the defense, and everybody's taking to it. It's similar to me. I get a lot of it. It's turnover from his Tennessee, a little bit. So it's not that in my opinion, it's not that difficult to grasp it. A lot of the stuff, throughout the league is the same, just different terminology. Once you get the basis of these defenses down, it all kind of like, turns over, overlaps. So that's the good thing. The good thing is we're all here early. So we can all, learn at the same time, and help each other. I think that's, the best thing working for us right now.
And how much do you make of Anthony Weaver being a former player, and how much of a difference do you think that does make to players? Because obviously you coach with Grable, who was a former player. Do you think it makes a difference?
It does. It makes a lot of a difference, I would say, because he can relate the most. Well, not even he, but a person that has played the game can relate the most to the player, because they understand, especially whether it's the body, how the body's feeling, or the difficulties of a defense, and how to learn it. And that goes with young guys coming into the league, because it's not easy. But once you, like I said, once you do get the basis of it down, it becomes easy. So I think, that, like I said, I think that's the best thing. And that also helps. Him being a former player helps so much, because, like I said, he can relate.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mark Stallworth?
Hey, David, how's it going?
Good. How are
Awesome.
you?
Doing well, doing well. This year is a contract year for you. So how does this impact your performance, your mentality as you approach this season? Are you nervous a little bit, or do you have a little bit extra motivation?
No, I got the same motivation I had when I was picked, sixth round. It's the same. It ain't dropped off. It ain't got better. It's the same. But I don't look at it as that. Over the years, I've grown my faith, in God. So I don't really worry too much. I come to work every day. And que sera, sera, I got it tatted on my neck. Means what will be, like Italian. origin. But that's that's what I believe in. So that's how I attack every day.
All right, thank you.
I think that's how you say it. Might be
Chris
wrong.
Perkins.
What's up, D-Long?
What's up, man?
Good, good. Yeah, that's how you say it. You got it right. You got it right. Hey, I got two questions for you. Number one, I talked to you and Deshaun last year about bringing the attitude to that defense. Deshaun is gone. Christian Wilkins is gone. Where's the attitude? Who are the dogs on this defense? Where is that going to come from now?
Well, you can't tell no dogs right now with the jerseys on. But it's still some guys from last year here. So we still got the same dogs that you seen last year, and I'm sure more will come along. But we can't just give that name out so loosely. Players got to go earn that.
I like that. I like that. Second, I'm doing something on what might be going through the guy's mind in rookie mini camp. Take me back to your camp, especially as a lower round pick. What were you focusing on? Did you kind of worry a whole lot about footwork and little things? Did you worry about what the coaches thought of you? Take me back to that camp.
That was real tough for me, man, because coming in, they were trying to put me as like a special team ace, and then coming in, I'm like, I'm a coach, I'm supposed to be out there, you know what I'm saying? And so that was just real, I wouldn't say ego, I wouldn't too much of a big ego, but I just felt like I could play right away, and then you learn quickly that you got to earn that, no matter how good you are. So that was the most difficult for me, and then just to get that down, like okay, cool, I'm here. I'm gonna have to play every special team, punt, block, whatever it is. And that's what I did. We had Ock, one of my favorite coaches down in Tennessee. But he just stayed on me, and I had to come ask questions about. Even though I knew about pass blocking, you have to go in there. Like, it doesn't. You have to, as a player, you have to go in there. Especially as a young player, you want to be someone. You have to go in there and make sure that you show them how bad you want it. And so that was a thing for me. I had to learn early that it's bigger. It's bigger than that. And you gotta start there. And you gotta earn it. And I was staying after. I was out there early. And the thing I seen a clip. It was Tom Brady as far as the walking on the field stuff. It was a story about him never. Once he hit the field, he was always running. And anytime he was touching the field, he was running. So that was a big thing for me, just learning the vet ways, fast. So in a routine, just the small things. I would say that kept me there.
All right. Thanks, D.
Barry.
Hi, David. Obviously, we'll see snaps for Anthony Walker and for Duke Riley, but I wanted to ask you specifically about Jordan Brooks. Have you watched him at all over the years? What do you think of his game? And what is the David Long, Jordan Brooks inside linebacker tandem, a highly productive tandem? What is it going to be like for opposing teams to face, do you think?
Fast and physical. I would say, he hit hard just like me. I think we play well off each other. Of course, I'm gonna say that we haven't been out there now yet with pads and 11 on 11. But as far as our play style, he's calm and instinctive. Some similarities same to me. So I think it's gonna be great. And referring back to what I said earlier, we're here early, and that's where you build the chemistry. As far as the D line, Tart, and the new guys, me and Tart, have some history. But the earlier we get in here and the more, attention to detail we are, the better we'll be, come around fall.
Thanks.
And we'll do last two here. We'll start with Travis and then close it out with Hal. We'll do three. Marcel, you can close after that.
Hey, D-Long, what's up, man? I was hoping to get your perspective on coming back following a disappointing end to last season. You start off so strong, but the year doesn't end the way anybody wanted it to. And you were on some Titans teams that got close and didn't quite close the deal. So I was curious, from your perspective, how does the disappointment from one season fuel you for the next?
That's a good question. 'Cause I remember we got to the AFC Championship game. We was up I think like 21-7 against KC. And right before half, Mahomes like made a play. He spent stiff arm touchdown like from 40 yards out, and it would change the game. Going into the second half. So we're just like, it's a tease. How you get so close, and then like that, it's gone. So as far as I think it gets worse the closer you get, and every guy wants to get up there and hold that trophy. So you go back depending on how serious you are about your craft, and your wants. You go back and you look at the little things. The biggest thing I explain to the younger players, like especially towards the end of the season, don't be that guy that be like, dang, I wish I could have did more. Dang, I wish I could have did this. If you watch me play, I'm emptying the tank every snap. I'm trying to max it out. So I don't have that feeling of like, dang, I should have made sure that was week 13. I should have made. I don't want to be that guy to regret something. So, I think that's how I feel. You're capable of doing it, but what small details or what how important is it, going into that next year, to make sure you actually finish.
Very good. Thank you.
Hal?
Hey, David, how you doing?
What's up with you?
Real quick, I wanted to ask you if you made it back out there on Sunday for the race and what you experienced.
Oh no, I got my one day out the way. It was cooking. I know y'all ain't do 2 days in a row. It's too much walking. I had fun though. That was my first time. My first time there. Different experience. I got to do a hot lap. That was fun. Scary, but fun. It was fun. Yeah, it was good, man. Met Yuki. Yuki's a cool dude. It's good to see, just different sports, and how I didn't know those cars are like 12, 13 million. Like that's crazy to me. But no, it was cool to get the experience.
And in terms of football, my question is, you have a good idea now how much speed you have in your backfield with those, especially those three guys. From a linebacker perspective, take me through some of the things that kind of give a defense headaches when you see so many fast guys in the backfield.
I would say just open field. When you got so much speed on the opposite side of the ball, you better be able to tackle on open field and lessen the yards at the catch. I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to speed. And I think we have just speaking on it, I think we have the guys to be able to handle that. But luckily they're on our team, so we'll be practicing against and not actually playing against it.
All right, thanks.
And Marcel, go ahead and close it out.
What's going on, David? Appreciate your time, man. This is like, what, 3 defenses in 3 years, like the third new defense in 3 years that you've had to learn. I'm curious, what's more challenging? Is it having to learn a new defense like that? Or after, let me start over. Is it more challenging to learn a new defense after you've been in the same one for a while? Or is it more challenging, having to switch year after year after year?
I would say the first one. After you've been in it for so long, especially like because as far as calls, because some calls are the same but just different words. So now you have to know that you're running the same thing, but it's just a different name. Because it sounds difficult at first, but once, like I said, once you get just go basic. Cover 3 is a general call in every defense in the NFL. But just certain teams or certain coaches have a different way to get into it. So I think that's the most you get comfortable with a thing, but it's also good because now it's kind of easier for me. So it's kind of good that I've been there. So now I have a good variety of defenses. Because in college I only ran man and cover 3. So it's good to get experience.
And then just as a quick follow-up, with the new defensive coordinator, new scheme, a couple new teammates as well, like how long does it take? At what point do you feel genuinely comfortable, in a new scheme with your new teammates? Is it end of training camp, end of OTAs, or like what is that point where the light bulb generally turns on?
Speaking realistically, you just want to have a good feeling after mini camp. Because it's not going to be there, especially without the pads and and it's a little hotter in training camp. It's going to be a little more difficult to keep the communication after all them plays and all them days. So you want to get good feeling after that, but you probably won't see the light after week 2, week 3 of training camp where everything's just rolling. We don't have any mishaps. So I think, from my experience, that's usually how it goes.